And time now for a look at entertainment. Thanks for waking up with BT. Good morning, Devo.
Good morning.
So you were with me on that?
Yeah. I chose the right one, too.
Yeah.
I was like, the ornament. It's got to be the
Isn't that
ornament.
wild? I love that
April's
show.
so good.
Yeah,
so
Good.
talented.
So talented. My gosh.
That's on Netflix. So speaking of Netflix, a special just came out. Jamie Foxx, what had happened was. So Jamie Foxx, we know the health scare that happened and pretty much almost took his life.
Oh, my gosh,
we know now what happened. And he explains in this, they're calling it a comedy special. There are some laughs because it's Jamie Foxx. But it's also very emotional. He's crying throughout it because, you know, from the moment he walks out on stage like that, he's bawling because he didn't know if he's going to be able to do that again.
Wow.
So this special was filmed in October in Atlanta, Georgia. Now, this is where everything went down for him, including him. He went down physically. He was filming a movie with Cameron Diaz called Back in Action, which is going to come out on Netflix January 17th. And from that, he had a headache. And he told his buddy, listen, man, get me some aspirin. Like, I just got this weird headache. And all of a sudden, he doesn't remember. 20 days later, he said he woke up.
20 days later?
Yeah, he doesn't remember the time in between that. He gives nothing but props to his family, including his sister, who he talks about her being like 4'11" and full of love. She was the one that had to go to the doctors and fight for him. There's the two of them right there, Deidre and Jamie. And she really fought for him. And he explains that early on in the special and said really what was happening. Here's Jamie in his own words. What had happened was.
He's having a brain bleed that's led to a stroke. When you dream about what you want to be in life, you don't dream tragedy. You dream everything is good. I got the life, I got the cars, I got all of that. You don't dream that something must go wrong. But when something does go wrong, you need a sister, 4'11", full of nothing but love.
So when this incident happened, it was April 11th of 2023, and he said he had no recollection of the next 20 days after it happened. Started with that headache, asked for an aspirin, woke up in the hospital.
I'm so glad that we're hearing about it from his own mouth because there was so much speculation at the time. I mean, it really just ran all over the media and socials and everything with people's theories. And, you know, it was a big deal that Cameron Diaz was kind of back in shooting a movie. And there was a lot of misinformation. I mean, you know, of course.
A ton of it. And he plays on that. That's where some of the comedy comes in with the special as well. He's like, I'm a clone. Everyone still thinks I'm a clone. And everyone on the internet, I have a few words for you. We aren't going to say those words. And then he turns it around and says, I want to thank everyone. Instead of saying something else, I want to say thank you for all the people that wished him well. He's like, I'll be walking on the street and people are like, hey, we're glad to see you walking. You know, because he didn't know if he was going to be able to walk again. He talks about the therapy and what he goes through. Talks about all the recovery through it. His family there. His youngest daughter, who plays the guitar, how she was in the hospital room with him. He said that was the therapy that got him through it.
Wow.
And then there's an incredible moment. I don't want to spoil it for you, but an incredible moment with them on stage as well. So again, what had happened was Jamie Foxx, in his own words, I think this is better than him doing a sit-down interview with somebody. He gets to tell his story in his way.
Sure.
To have some of the comedy, because sometimes you got to laugh through it. He explains that as well. And it's so well done, and just happy to see him in his element. There's singing, there's laughing, there's tears. It's on Netflix now. If you are a fan of Jamie Foxx, which I am, and I think many of us are, it's nice to see him up there doing his thing.
Absolutely. Beautiful. And he was, you know, picture of health. So it's wild that, you know, you just never know, right? You got to hug your loved ones. Anyway, I'm glad to see that he is happy and healthy. Thank you, Devo, for that.